Let's share this connection. Not able to send the screenshot also.
Oh.
Else we'll do this. No? I'll change the values and show you.
Yeah.
This is inline. Can you see now?
Yeah. Inline means this is just email with the plain text.
It is not like that. I'll explain you once. Okay. It is not directly that. I'll explain you. Okay. See, we configured in our application operation now. It has a from to subject and discussion this and all. Okay. Now, you just saw what is a document property, right?
Yeah, that.
We'll come to properties in maybe the next couple of classes.
Yeah, that's split and all right. Search replace split.
That is data process.
Right. No, document property we haven't checked.
Yeah, we didn't do that. I know that. We'll come to document properties a bit later. I mean, we are doing one step at a time.
Okay.
So here, when we saw for try cache, we saw document property and metadata, right? But if you remember, when we are setting a document property, there are connectors also.
Mm-hmm.
The connectors also. If you see here, there's a mail connector. See, there's a mail connector. You can set the connectors also. See, what happens here is, Sakshi. If you see the operation, the from to subject all are hard coded now. That is not the correct way of doing things, right? You have to make them configurable, right? Yeah. So see, now I put this. Okay, if I have to change that, I won't go and update the process again and redeploy it, right? So I just need to make them configurable using extensions. They call here extensions, or in extensions, whenever you change environment, you don't need to enter the values inside the process. You just, what do? You just update the extensions. Okay. So before doing that,
extension.
yeah, before doing that, these values are usually stored in document. These are some variables that are provided in Boomi. Okay, you will see this. If you see, now can you see mail and body? Can you see mail and body here?
Yes, yes, yes.
Can you see mail and from address?
From address.
Can you see mail and to address? Mail and subject? Mail and file name? Yeah. So this way, whatever are the operations that are said there, even if you fill the values, if you have a set properties option, if you have a set properties option, suppose mail body is there, okay? You don't know what is the body. There is no option to set body and operation also, right? So this is where you fill the body. Like I'll show you here. Let us assume this is a test message sending data of failure emails to all customers. Now, this mail body has become static here.
Mhm.
Connectors. So you have set the value now here for the mail body, right? Are you not following me, Sakshi?
Yes, yes. I'm
Okay.
following.
So how do we do this? You want me to explain from again the connector?
Yeah, yes.
I'll remove the connector and explain you. Okay. So before going to that, I will see. I'll just start from the beginning. This is an email process. We just
Mm,
noticed that there is an error. Now we want to send an email. Okay. So for
mm,
sending an email, we basically need two connectors, two things. Okay. One is a mail connector because
mm,
the prime purpose of the mail connector is sending an email, and
mm,
you have to configure data for this. Okay. How do you configure data is you cannot directly hard code the mail connector.
mm.
Okay, you need to send data. Suppose there is a data, you have to make
Some body we need to.
you have to make some development in the process to configure this body to go to that mail connector. Okay, if you
Mhm.
open the mail connector, if you see connection is something we have to create. This is clear for you. Is the connection clear for you?
Yeah, this is
If you
clear.
go to the connection, these details you have to ask your networking team and they will provide, send a screenshot and they will provide all these details, host, port number, username and password. Okay,
Mm,
once you configure these details, your connection is done. So once you create a connection, you will use the same connection across the organization. You will not change the details at all. Okay.
mhm.
Okay. This is one part. No connection is done. What are the other three options we have? What are two options? One is action, one is operation. Correct?
Once go to the connection, yeah, here. So here everything will given us by the networking team, right? Username,
You take a
password.
screenshot of this and send it. They will fill all the details and give it back to you. It is completely based on your organization if it uses a CSSL, if it uses a TLS or something. Okay. So every organization has its own details. As I said, it will be like this. The domain name will be something SMTP server, SMTP dot online ITGuru.com,
Mhm.
something like this.
Okay.
Okay. So this will be something like this only. Yeah. So this is the port. This is port is always 25 usually until and unless your networking team changes for some reason. And the user ID password we get from them only. This is username, this is password. Got it?
Mhm.
Yeah. So this is a connection. Once you have created a connection, you will not touch the connection again. Okay, it will be once for all until the connection fails. Okay. One more thing is usually if suppose you have senior people like architects in the team, so what people like me do is whenever we are setting up the environment only, we set up all the connections and give it. Okay,
This is a
connections.
one-time process, right?
Huh?
Or every this is a one-time process.
Every
When
connection is a one-time process.
okay, suppose we are creating an integration for one. We are creating one interface. So only first time we need to enter all those details. Then every time if the integration fails or something,
We
then
will use the same connection.
will, email will send.
We will use the same connection only. Yes.
Mm.
Connections are always stored in one local folder. For licensing, we use the same connection again and again. We don't need to create a connection and again and again. Suppose there is one mail connection, it will take up one license. When you take an application, it is mostly you get 10 or 12 licenses only. So you have already used up one license for mail connection, one you use for disk connection. So you are left with only 10. You have to
Mm.
very you have to use them very cautiously. So people make sure that that is taken because it is costing like they cost huge $2,000 per connection they take. So
Oh,
they make
okay.
sure that all these are effectively used.
Mm.
Otherwise, the
All
cost of the
connections.
connections will go up like anything.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So this
Mm.
is one part. So now the connection is set up. Is this okay? Is this okay, Sakshi?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So now we have created the connection. So you have understood the connection. There are
Mm.
two other parts now. One is action, one is operation. Okay.
Mm.
Every action will have its corresponding operation. Now, suppose you want to get or read some mailbox. Okay. So you take get, you take the operation. If you see, this is a different thing. From address, this is a server. You can read your mailbox data also if your mailbox allows that.
And
Okay.
in which cases we need to use gate?
Okay,
If
I will
we
tell you something.
get
And so I'll
email.
tell you one real-time scenario where this is used. Okay.
Okay.
So we have an application where the accounts team they send out a weekly and a monthly summary of the expenses. Okay.
Mm. Okay.
So what we need to do is they send out an email. We go to that mail, we go to that email, download that Excel file or PDF file and place it in some folder for some other application to load it into a database, for example. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In that scenario, for us to every time download and place it in a folder is a tedious task every week. There are some places, some chances of us missing out on that also. So in that scenario, what we do is we can write a job to read an email, a very specific email from one particular user, okay, and download that attachment and place it somewhere. In
Mm.
that cases, we have this option of getting the email also.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Understood. From address means we need to write their email address here, and disposition attachment. Okay. Delete from pop server.
Okay. Pop server is once you have read the email, you have an option of deleting from the mailbox only.
Okay. Mm. Once we read it, then it will automatically delete.
Yes. So that is one option we have. So we can do that also.
Okay.
So that is what is delete from pop server. But for this, your what should I say?
Gate op gate.
Mailbox team or whatever is the
Mm-hmm.
operations team or something, they have some configurations. If they're using Microsoft, uh, if they're using Microsoft mailbox only, they have an Azure configuration where this Dell Boomi application should be added as a trusted uh, application, so
Mm-hmm.
that because Boomi is trying to access one of the mail data, right? So it should be, and there is some secret ID. Okay, for this it is okay, but if you there are two mail connectors. Okay, now that since we have already started, I will explain this also. So there are two mail connectors. One is a basic mail connector, and this is an advanced mail connector.
IMAP.
They call it as IMAP.
IMAP. Okay. So most frequently we use that old one or this one.
See, that is again business data. If you want to send multiple attachments very
Mm-hmm.
frequently or at least once, you cannot use a mail connector. You can send a maximum of only one attachment. But if the business demands that you send multiple attachments, multiple log files, then you use an IMAP connector.
Okay. Mm. Yeah. If we have just a single attachment, so
Single
then
attachment,
that
a basic thing, you will not get
basic
anything. Yeah,
that basic mail connector we need to use in that case.
correct. If you see here, this may all the details like input documents, output documents, all those server details here. And there is some other operation of, uh, what should I say? There is one more data of setting up the token IDs also. You have to do all those details for reading data from mailbox.
Okay.
Reading data, that is altogether very different. It is a bit complicated. You
Mm-hmm.